Despite being seen as a game for kids, Roblox has a ton of first-person shooter games, ones with actual guns and killing. It's actually kind of insane. So let's look at some. Obviously I'm only covering a small handful, so before you comment, oh but you forgot, look, I may have covered it in the first Roblox video I did, so why not look at that one first before you send a comment. Bad Business has a really cool art style. The weapons and the maps are nice to look at. However, the character models are like these weird block people. They aren't standard Robloxians. As a result, you can honestly show this game to someone and they may not even realize it's a Roblox game. I honestly love those kinds of Roblox games that looks nothing like standard Roblox games. It's really creative and it just shows the type of talent that some of the devs have. Because they don't make simulator games where you just click buttons for 2 hours, or shitty low effort hobbies that beg you for Robux every corner. Bad Business is all about movement. You can slide around, dive into prone. It honestly reminds me of Dirty Bomb for any of you that remember that game. Anyways, if there's one thing that kind of brings this game down, it's the map design. While the maps look cool, they are kind of annoying to play on, particularly this one that basically offers no safe area other than the point, so you can just get killed from across the map at any time. The skins are also kind of distracting. I mean, were the anime girls in maid outfits really necessary? I guess anything for the Robux, I suppose. The weapons are also sometimes unbalanced. This is a fast-paced game, so kills and fights are going to be quick. However, it's kind of annoying when some people's guns just flat out have an advantage over you. The balancing is not nearly as bad as other Roblox games, but it can be noticeable at times. This is a great game for shotguns and automatic weapons, but SMGs and sniper rifles just feel less practical. Again, this game's balancing is entirely dependent on the maps because there is so much variety between them. I honestly hated how maps have cheap spots where people like to camp. It isn't 2009 anymore. I feel like FPS games should have learned to evolve past camping, but I guess we could only dream. The game modes are your typical deathmatch, king of the hill, kill confirm style thing, but I guess as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That being said, this game really has a great sense of style to it. I particularly love the sound that plays when you get a kill. Unfortunately, don't expect to do too well at this game, at least not at first. This is one of those games where everyone else has gotten too good at the game and they know the movement mechanics like the back of their hand, coupled with the fast time to kill. You have to expect to die a lot. Also, there are hackers in this game, but there are those in a lot of Roblox games. Still less than Team Fortress 2. Energy Assault is more like a traditional Roblox game with the character models and movement. This is more like a Call of Duty ripoff. It has no funny movement or anything like that. However, the shooting is really satisfying as well as the gun sets. Sadly, this game is also very unbalanced. This is basically a matter of who's unlocked the best gun, as some of the guns do a lot of damage and have no recoil. It's honestly kind of insane how much an upgrade you get for buying new weapons. It's certainly fun to get a lot of kills though, despite the balancing there is skill involved. I have been able to get top score using the stock pistol only, so if you have good reflexes and aim, you can still stand against those with fancier weapons. I would wholeheartedly recommend sticking with automatic weapons for this game. Those just end up being the most effective to use. Very few maps are long enough to make sniping effective, and because of how recoil is handled, you could probably pick off people with standard weapons from a long range anyway. I think most people figured this out because I very rarely see players using anything that isn't an assault rifle. The way this game handles headshots also makes it easy to just mow people down. The time to kill here may honestly be even faster than Bad Business. Overall though, this is a great game for those who are looking for a more ground-based shooter. You can't slide around like an asshole, but you can shoot down a hallway and get like 10 people in a row. I briefly mentioned Arsenal in the last Roblox video as just a mirror gun game mode for counter blocks. However, since I made that video, Arsenal has gotten a ton of major updates and nowadays is basically indistinguishable from the original game in terms of its presentation. At its heart, however, Arsenal still does keep the classic gun game, get a kill with every gun to win game mode. But it's become so much more and has become one of the most popular Roblox games, and easily the most popular FPS game on Roblox. No other Roblox game really comes close to the amount of players as Arsenal, not even the classic Phantom Forces. There's just so much customizability with this game. Skins, voices, death animations, taunts, it's honestly crazy. Maybe a bit too crazy. Sometimes the death effects can get so elaborate that they make it tough to actually see what's going on. They basically can clutter up the screen and become distracting, but I guess that just adds to the wackiness of the game. Speaking of wackiness, the weapons are even crazier. Almost any kind of weapon you can think of appears in this game. There are some weapons that are so weird you're just wondering why the hell anyone will put it in an FPS game. There's also a lot of different game modes, but they mostly boil down to variations of gun game with some exceptions. It is such a fun and easy game to pick up, but other players go absolutely nuts on this game. So expect to get competitive if you want to win, because you'll come across some tough competition here. Sadly, this game hands down has the biggest packing problem of any Roblox game. Sometimes it's just people using aim assist, but there are some hackers that just take it way too far. I guess that's what happens when a game gets popular. At least it's not as toxic as some Roblox games, although there is certainly a lot of toxicity here, make no mistake. We end off with something a little different, Pirates vs Ninjas. This game uses melee weapons and muskets to fit in with the time period, I guess. The guns are pretty accurate but have a low amount of ammo and long reload, so it's a high risk, high reward situation. I personally like the dual flintlocks and matchlock, depending on what team you pick. It works like a sniper and will usually one-shot anyone if you can get him in the head. It's fun to use. However, the blunderbuss is pretty funny too because you can do stuff like this. The teams use different weapons, but they function identically to each other, so it's balanced. You get an archer or crossbowman, and a guy uses a grappling gun and throwing knives, although I personally never found this guy all that fun to play as. This is a fun game, and overall feels different because of the emphasis on precision and melee. Even if the game modes are your standard FPS type, it feels creative. Also, some of the maps look absolutely gorgeous if I do say so myself. Anyways, that's all for now, so thanks for watching and have a crappy day.
Hello everyone, it is ReviewBit, here to say a few words before the video ends. First of all, we recently reached the 8th anniversary of Professor Shadow. I want to say we all are very grateful this series has went on for as long as it has and has gotten the fans who watch the episodes. Also, I wanted to say that many people request episode ideas, and we are more than happy to take these requests into consideration, but we get a lot of Thomas video requests. We will be happy to do Thomas fan videos in the future, but we would like to have some variety so it isn't the same thing every single time. Basically what we're saying is feel free to request any movie, show, game, internet video or whatever. There are no guarantees, but keep in mind, the hamster hell, don't hug me I'm scared, and Bertha reviews were all requests, so don't think that your ideas can't happen. Also, if you want to help support the channel, then take a look in the description for our Patreon page where you can help donate. Every little bit helps, but if you can't donate then remember that liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel is also a great way to support, and that is completely free. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video and see you all next time.
Hey guys, it's me Joe here with the first Let's Play. We're doing this game. It's called Energy Assault on Roblox. Let's see, well, looks like I died. So apparently I'm supposed to say something interesting. Later play games, so I got that guy. Yeah, but I never quite understood the appeal that the Let's Play did. Oh, man. Well, today was a good day, I guess. Let's see what's up here. Oh, there's a guy right there. I got him. I don't understand, it's just watching people play video games. Do you find this entertaining? Because I don't. It's like the unboxing thing, it's like, get out of the box.